Hey, it's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
Lynch Jelly Roll. There you go. Chevrolet 612. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always great to be with you. It was fun seeing the video. Patty shared it with me yesterday.
Jelly Roll
with
in
Jelly
the
Roll
ring.
living his dream, WWE, and getting this body slam.
Can you imagine being slammed by Jelly Roll?
Hey, I think it'd be an honor. You know, I grew up on WWE, and I remember the Andre Giant and Hulk Hogan passing of the torch.
Yes.
And let me put it just this way: there's no way any human could have lifted Andre the Giant. He let himself be lifted by Hulk Hogan. And so it was kind of cool to see Jelly Roll get to do that in the ring. And it was a pretty good body slam. It was pretty good.
I just was shocked. I was like, is that look at Jelly Roll in the ring.
He picks them up and slams them. It's pretty good. So hats off to you, Jelly Roll. You got to live the dream there for you. All right, let's get your day started. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always great to be with you. We're going to work on some Facebook fun.
Yep.
Nashville news coming up. Also, the Outlaw Music Festival is happening in the Gorge this weekend. Give you a chance to win those tickets at 720. Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, John Mellencamp, Alison Krauss, Robert Plant. I mean, the list goes on and on. So this weekend, we want to get you there. 720, those tickets are up for grabs. So grab a cup of coffee, dig in. Let's get your day started. It's 102.7 KORD.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD. No need to wait for AI. Catch us now on Google Home and Alexa devices. Open our app for more info.
Nick, you got Patty. Good morning. It's 624, 70 degrees for you right now, and sunshine, about 98 for the high today. So a little cooler than it had been the last couple days for you. So, I mean, 98 is still 98, but hey, it's summertime in the Tri-Cities. What do you expect? Right?
I'm already looking ahead to winter.
All right. Well, yeah, what is it, August 6th already? Where did this year go?
I don't know.
Where'd this year go?
I don't know, but I'm about ready to break out of this heat, you know.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry.
It's even hot for me. My poor dog, I was walking him yesterday, and he just flat out laid down.
Yeah, because I'm done.
He did.
I'm done.
And
I'm
I was
done.
like, oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, that's too funny. All right, Facebook fun to get the day started. Here you go. What is your favorite day of the week and why?
Friday.
Start
of the weekend.
All right, that's your favorite day of the week?
That's my favorite day.
For me, I'm going to go Saturday. Saturday to me is my favorite day because the fact is Sunday, I won't pick Sunday because you have work the next day. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, So you do your you do your weekend.
All your prep to get ready for
all that there. Saturday, I feel is like the day off. If you're going to pick a day, I feel like that's the day off.
I do like Saturday a lot.
Yeah, you do?
Oh, yeah, I sleep in. Sometimes watch,
we don't get to sleep.
Start binge watching some things.
Yeah, so Monday through Friday, we do this radio program, and so we're up like at 4 a.m. in the morning. Normally, it just depends on how I'm feeling, but I try to sleep in, but most of the time I get up, I just keep my
I try. Yeah, I know, because I feel bad because then I go, oh, DJ, DJ missed his we get up at 4.
Right.
Right,
exactly.
So he's off schedule.
Yeah, and Shelly says Thursday, weekend eve. Thursday says Dana because it's the start of my weekend.
I see.
Stephanie says, Sunday, always my day off with my man and kids, either water in the summer, hunting, football in the fall, winter sports. Just love when we're all together. That day usually is always it, Sunday. Stephanie, thanks for that. It's interesting, when I was a much younger human being, much younger man, I remember that the office girls always went out on Thursday night for party. I'm like, but you got to come back to work on Friday. What was the...
It's a different time. Like, we'd go out and, like, happy hours. You
on
started...
Thursday.
Yep,
yeah, It wasn't even Friday. You still got to work the next day.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because, you have fun. It's great when you have friends at work.
So you fluff off on...
Well, you have a fun time.
Yeah.
Work. You know what? What is it about... if you love what you do, it's never... you're not working or... I don't even know that saying, but it's true.
Do you think people skate through Friday to some extent? I know they do around here. Trust me. We look out in the parking lot. They're like nobody here. There's nobody. And we look at the parking lot. There's nobody around on a Friday.
There's something to it, like like for a job, just show up.
Okay.
Show up.
Then play video games in your cubicle or whatever.
I don't know.
All right, so there you go. Facebook fun. What is your favorite day of the week and why? We want to know. More of your comments on the way. And it's Rick and Patty, KORD.
listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
In number one for New Country, it's 102.7 KORD, 6:39. You got Rick, you got Patty. All right, time for some Nashville news.
Let's get into it. Sugarland surprising fans. They've got some new music, Rick. The duo, comprised of Jennifer Nettles and Christian Bush, announced their comeback EP on Monday. It's called There Goes the Neighborhood. It's a 4-song project that will be dropping this Friday. Meanwhile, Billy Ray Cyrus says that he and singer-songwriter Fire Rose, they're officially done, officially divorced. The country music icon revealed that news on Instagram, saying, quote, he's relieved to put this nightmare behind him. He filed for divorce from Fire Rose only 7 months after their marriage due to, well, irreconcilable differences and inappropriate marital conduct. They reportedly reached a settlement at mediation, and that happened on August 2nd. Okay, Carrie Underwood, the first woman in history to headline the annual Concert for Legends in Canton, Ohio. She delivered a show-stopping performance of her Sunday night football theme song, Waiting All Day for Sunday Night. It was her first ever live performance of the tune. That event on August 4th closed out the 2024 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Week. And speaking of Carrie, she's returning to American Idol as a judge, replacing Katy Perry. She will join Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan on the 23rd season airing spring 2025. She is the first alum of the show to ever join the judges panel. Finally, guess who Tim McGraw says is his inspiration? His wife, Faith Hill. He says she is his rock.
She is my rock. I'll lean on her on everything that I do. I mean, I couldn't have gotten through. I wouldn't be alive, much less be standing here accepting awards like this, but I wouldn't be alive.
He is a class act. When I saw him in Seattle, he introduced himself as Mr. Faith Hill.
I love it.
I know. Those are your trending headlines.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD. Have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Make sure you have our app, so when you connect your device, we can go everywhere together.
RD mobile app, and I noticed that you had posted up there yesterday.
Which one?
I can't believe it's already time for frost season, but it's going to be around. It is going to be around the corner.
The Farmer's Almanac already is out with predictions of when the first frost is going to hit. Believe it or not, there's like a frost calculator.
Yeah.
And you can just type in whatever town you live in, and you can find out when the first frost is going to hit.
I know for our farmers and our ranchers and our fruit growers, it's
Grapes,
a big deal.
Cherries, apples, you name it.
And even with the weather like it is right now, you're like, really? We're that close? But you are.
We are. We're just a matter of months.
Yeah, you don't think you are, but you are that close to it. So check out the predictions that are made right there on the KORD mobile app. And that old Kennewick 7-Eleven right there, Clearwater.
It's still empty.
Still empty. What should go
we've
there?
Been seeing, people are inside. They're doing making modifications.
Okay.
Who's moving in?
I don't know. We're going to find out, right? Hopefully,
And what would you like to see in there? A lot of people have responded.
I'm trying to think.
I know somebody wants a pot shop.
Well, I know that when they were talking about Big Lots closing down, someone said Trader Joe's. Is that building big enough for Trader Joe's?
No.
I know. That's all Tri-Cities wants.
We just want a Trader Joe's.
That's
it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not fair. Spokane has two.
Right, but that 7-Eleven's not big enough for a Trader Joe's. So that
it's been sitting empty for so long.
I'm thinking
why can't it just be another 7-Eleven?
I think it's going to be another smoke shop or something like that. That's what I'm going to. I'll throw smoke shop in there.
Well, what about Costco?
And Costco's got the best kept little secret items. 10 of those best kept secret items that people absolutely die for and love. You
can
check
give
it out.
us one.
There's pesto. They say the pesto, the Kirkland brand pesto is like the best pesto you can honestly get. Also, one mom rants and raves about the $4.99 chicken, saying that her teenagers love it and they can, and another.
Are you talking about like the
rotisserie chicken?
Oh my God! There's always a line, and you know what?
They love it. They love it. They love it.
Some people just Yeah, trust me, there's a line for that rotisserie chicken.
Yep,
It's that good.
And yeah, it's and she writes, I have 2 preteen boys in the house. One chicken will make 2 to 3 meals between just dark meat and rice, then shredding some of the chicken and make them some tacos and quesadillas. So,
Right on.
So there you go. Some little secret things and items that you might, next time you're shopping at Costco, you can take a look for.
I will vouch for when, it comes time for Thanksgiving, those pumpkin pies.
Oh yeah, I put that in the article.
Amazing.
I did. I said yes. One of the number 1 draws, no matter what, is the pumpkin pie.
Yes, sir.
At Costco.
Yes, sir.
Those articles and more, all posted for you right now on the station mobile app.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD, 707. Sunshine for you right now, 71 degrees. You got Rick, you got Patty. Outlaw Music Festival coming to the Gorge, and we'll give you a chance to win those tickets coming up at 720.
Can I say I'm really excited about Alison Krauss?
Absolutely. Robert Plant, Alison Krauss.
I know.
John Mellencamp.
I know.
Probably one of the coolest people I've ever seen perform in my life because it's a no smoking rule there, and he walks out smoking. And it's John Mellencamp. And you saw the video where he threw someone out of...
Don't throw shade at John Mellencamp.
He was like...
if he wants to tell you his life story, he's going to.
Yeah. He's like, I'll meet you out...
Shut up, play the music.
And he's like, I'll meet you out in the parking lot. And trust me, he's a guy that would meet you out in the parking lot. There's no doubt about it. He's a scrapper. So we'll give you a chance to win those tickets at 720. All right, Natalie, this is kind of creepy. This reminds me of that Netflix TV show, You. What's going on with Natalie here?
Rick and Patty, I think I have a problem with my guy. Everything is good for the most part, but I just learned something odd about him. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. A friend told me I'm the 3rd woman named Natalie he's dated in the last 4 years. So I went through his Facebook history. It's true. So what's up with that? Is this a psychological thing that I should worry about? I don't want to make a big deal if it's not, but it's kind of creeping me out. Is this a real thing? Natalie in Walla Walla.
So it may surprise you. This might surprise you.
I like the name.
Yeah, there are names that I remember that I had the biggest crush on this girl named Katie in high school. Now, she didn't like me. Don't worry, nothing ever happened. She didn't like me. But I loved the name Katie. I liked the name Katie. And so my first wife, we got a cat, and she named her Katie.
So did I.
So, but I like the name Katie, even though it still reminded me of that girl a little bit. But I still like the name Katie. So I think men, I know you talk about Jeff and Janice, and I don't want to get that started. I'm just saying though, I do think there are names that jog memories, if that makes sense. Like that you like your mom's name, or this is from a guy's standpoint.
I see.
I mean, you don't want to, be
I'm
with
back
that.
on Katie. I like the name Katie. I named my cat Katie too.
Yeah,
but Katie turned out to be a boy.
Well, there you go. But but again, I think that
You like the name Katie?
I love the name Katie. If I would have had a daughter, I would have named her Katie.
Let's
probably
get a goldfish and name it Katie.
I just like the name. But was there a girl that I liked named Katie? Yeah, back in the day, sure. But I don't think that's crazy. I
Let's
just
get
like
a dog and name her Katie.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. But do you think that's a little like, okay, this is the 3rd person he's dated with the same
That
name?
is weird. I mean,
Is it just a coincidence though? Could it just be it's a coincidence that it just happens to be that way? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. 3.
I don't.
I get 2 being a coincidence, but 3.
my son is dating a girl who's got a name of one of my exes. You know what I'm saying? And so her name is Julia. And I remember when they introduced me because I had an ex named Julia. So I'm just saying that you're like, I'm not gonna live the rest of my life.
But is that what you think of? You think of the ex?
No, I don't think it at all. But I know the name is the same, and I'm like, well, that's just a weird coincidence. You know what I'm saying? That's just a weird coincidence that, I mean, of all the names on the planet, you just happen to end up,
I know.
because, think about all the people you've dated, right? I mean, just say hypothetically a handful.
Yeah.
It would be odd that
No, I have nobody has the same name.
Right, exactly. The odds
the
are
odds
you're never going to run into the same, Megan, my wife now, I never dated any other Megan ever. Like, she's Megan, you know what I'm saying? So, and all my ex-girlfriends all have different names, and none of them had the same name.
Well, it's not like Jane, or Kim. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. It's Natalie.
I know.
So it's Natalie. So what do you guys think? Is this just coincidence, or is this something from the Netflix TV You? Yeah, like
That's a weird series.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not saying that people. Yeah, I'm not saying that people aren't a little crazy about names, but you never know.
I know.
I mean, I would see it differently if he asked you to change your name. Hey Natalie, can you change your name to Stephanie? What? Then I'm like, what's going on there? But we've had these conversations before where we talked about when your daughter's born, there may be a girl from your past you may name your daughter after and not.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying.
That's not happening.
I'm just saying. Well, you don't say anything. Like, if I was going to do that, I wouldn't say anything. I'd just do it. I would not. Yeah, I'm just.
If I got pregnant by Jeff and he wanted to name our daughter Janice,
you wouldn't do it.
There'd be an issue.
All right. So 547 KORD. How would you solve this? We want to know. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
27 KORD 722, your morning commute with Rick and Patty. Great to be with you and very excited for this weekend in the Gorge, the Outlaw Music Festival Tour 2024. Patty,
have you seen everybody on the bill?
I'm looking at the lineup right now, man. Willie Nelson right off the bat and Fam. How can you not love that?
Bob Dylan, John Mellencamp, Billy Strings, Brittany Spencer.
The list, yeah. Southern Avenue. I'm going down this huge list. Robert Plant, Alison Krauss.
About it.
That's amazing.
How about it?
That's amazing. This is going to be the time of a life this weekend right there, and we want to send you off to the Outlaw Music Festival in the Gorge. Let's have you pick the number. Which number do you want?
Caller number 7 right now at 547 KORD.
That's right, the Outlaw Music Festival. You want to go see Willie, baby? You want to see Willie? I just saw him
I want to see John Mellencamp.
Well, I just saw him with Chris Stapleton.
And how was it?
Goosebumps.
He's Willie Nelson.
He's Willie Nelson, absolutely.
He's an American treasure.
He is. 547 KORD, 547 KORD. You win next. It's Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. It's easy and quick. Stop by our website or open our app for your chance to head back to school with a $500 Visa gift card. Look for Hall Pass Cash.
I'm busy reading something at the same time I want to talk, and so it just didn't come together. The lips, the tongue, it just didn't come together because I'm sitting over here and I'm thinking about you, Patty.
Are we going down this road?
Well, I was
Netflix.
No, I know we were just talking about. Oh, you want to go down that road? I mean, that wasn't what I had planned. But you want to go talk about the price increase on Netflix?
$15.49.
That was. You want to go there? You can go there if you want.
Well, the plan has changed, and they've decided for me. And it begins September 27th.
Well,
my new plan includes better video quality, more devices, and unlimited ad-free entertainment.
I know you were bragging a while back that you'd been grandfathered in with a grandfather clause. Obviously,
yes.
The grandfather train obviously ended for you,
Patty. It came to a screeching halt.
So I think what's different about our generation compared to the next generation coming up is I'm willing. Like I have Peacock, I've got Hulu, I've got a couple of these. I have all the ads because I'm like I
don't mind the ads.
I'm gonna spend $6. That's good enough for me. I don't need to spend $15 to have something be ad free if that makes sense.
I don't like them telling me. You know what I mean?
This is what you're gonna take.
Yeah. Now there is a choice, I guess, but
interesting.
Just suddenly, it's literally doubled. In price.
It really, and then it's so funny is we got these streaming services to get away from cable.
Yep.
And now when you start adding up your Hulu, Peacock, Disney, HBO, you name it, you're basically paying what you paid for cable.
Yeah.
Even though you've got a ton, but oh my gosh, couldn't you really go through
here's the thing, I can't possibly watch everything.
Yeah.
No.
Right, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, on Netflix.
If reality hits, it's fine.
You could actually have one service, like let's say Netflix,
and you still can't get enough.
You'd never get through all of that. But yeah, they were talking about the big increase coming down the line.
It's here.
It's here. Oh, geez. That's the best part about the KORD mobile app. It doesn't cost you anything.
It's free.
It's free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can stream the radio station wherever you go, and you got all this free content that Patty and I right behind.
And you can can app chat us and let us know.
Absolutely. Called for requests, all of that. So we have one up on Netflix right there with the KORD.
Yeah, we're free.
It doesn't cost you anything. And the cool thing, even when you talk about radio, whenever I go speak in front of classes, they're like, well, how's radio? How is radio free? Well, advertisements. We do ads. We play ads. We have clients and commercials, and that's how we pay for it. So in a sense, though, radio is still free.
Yeah, it is.
So there you go. Download the KORD mobile app, and Patty's going to go sob in her oatmeal about the Netflix.
My Netflix increase.
She's going to go sob over that. You got Rick and Patty. KORD.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Hubbard back then right now, number 1 for New Country. It's 102.7 KORD. It's 7:51. You got Rick, you got Patty. 75 degrees for you. Sunshine right now. 98 for the high today. Definitely not going to be in the triple digits like it was yesterday, so a tad bit cooler. And again, if you got to get it done early.
I brought some Otter Pops for the class. They're in the freezer.
They're the best, right?
Yes.
So, is there a flavor that's your favorite on the Otter
Grape.
Pop? Grape's good. For me, cherry. The cherry one is the
I
best.
hear
The
ya.
red one. The
I
red
hear
one.
ya.
Or orange is good too. I'm not a big grape. Grape's okay. I mean, I'll have grape if I have to have grape, but
I saw a golf cart, ice cream cart going through my neighborhood last night. It was the
I like
smallest
it.
ice.
I
Yeah.
like it. Okay. And did they pull a trailer behind it?
No.
Oh, okay. So
They just, it was the strangest one I've ever seen.
So it was on the back of
Yes,
the golf cart.
yes.
Wow, interesting with the coolers, right?
Yes, it was pretty genius.
But
I guess.
it had the music going.
Yes,
I love it.
did.
Oh my gosh, right there.
But
in red.
I've never seen one so small.
Very clever though.
It was great. It was clever.
If you think about it, that's clever. That's clever. Any kid that's listening right now, get the golf cart out, put a couple.
It was great.
Yeah,
yes.
Get some coolers in the back and go sell some ice cream. That is
Maybe
really
we'll see him coming across the Blue Bridge.
yeah, super clever. Speaking of kids,
Yeah.
there's a brand new survey out. The most common questions kids ask.
I saw this.
If you've ever had a kid, I've had 2, and when they're at a certain age, it's nonstop questions. It is. When you're a parent, everybody knows. When you got a toddler, why?
But why?
Yeah, why?
But why?
Why?
Isn't
Why?
why the
Why?
number one?
So,
I mean-
here you go. Most common questions kids ask. Number 10, how do bees make honey? Number 9, how are rainbows made? Number 8, why do mom and dad go to work? Yeah, tell me that one, kid. I'd like to know. Number 7, why do we wash vegetables? Number 6, why do parents have to work? Yes, another good one, kid.
Yeah.
What season comes between winter and summer? Number 4, how do fish breathe underwater?
That's a good one.
Yeah. Number 3, how does an airplane fly? Number 2, how big is the universe? Infinite. And the number one question most common kids will ask is, how do you make a car?
Wow, I thought it was when are we getting there?
Yeah,
when
that's
do we
another
get
good-
there?
That's another one. That's another good one
Wow.
there, too. So we thought we'd have some fun with you. 547 KORD. What's the funniest or weirdest question one of your kids has asked you when they were younger? I'm trying to think of that. I'll have to come back on this one because I have to think about my 2 boys and see.
Of course it has to be when, about your baby sibling, your baby brother or sister.
There's got to be something.
I don't know.
There's got to be something good there. I just know when my son. Oh, I don't want to TMI this, but I'm going to TMI it.
Whoa.
All right.
What?
So, his mom and I, are doing the thing, right? And he barges in on us, and of course we scramble. Have you ever seen that TV show Modern Family? When the parents scramble after they're doing whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so and he goes, "What are you guys doing in here?" And we said, "Oh, well, we're wrestling. And he's like, "Well, I want to wrestle, Mom and Dad. I want to wrestle." I'm like, no, you can't wrestle.
No,
anyway, I'm having lunch with him when he's 18 years old, and he goes, "Dad, gross." I said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Remember that time when I came in on you and Mom?" He goes, "That's just gross." Anyway,
Nobody wants to think about their pee.
I know, but there you go. So it was like, could I wrestle with you guys? And then later he's like, as an adult, he's like, that's just gross. Oh, gross, because I can't get it out of my brain. So anyway, take some.
You're
calls.
all red.
I know it is a funny story. It's a funny story. 547 KORD. Your calls are on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
You're You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. No need to wait for AI. Catch us now on Google Home and Alexa devices. Open our app for more info.
And homegrown, number one for New Country. It's 1027 KORD with Rick and Patty in the morning. Most common questions kids ask. Number one is how to make a car. Number two is how big is the universe? And number three, how does the airplane fly? And how do fish breathe underwater?
I like the fish breathing underwater.
Yeah. These are questions kids are asking. And of course, when I had my two boys, why, Dad, why? So we taking your calls. 547 KORD. Dawn, tell us what question your daughter asked.
So a little girl, when she was 4, she asked me, you're talking to them about, they asked how babies are made. Mm-hmm. And we tell her the birds and the bees. And she goes, well, what does a half a bird, a half a bee look like?
I love that. I love that one, Dawn. That's a good one. 547 KORD. Questions your kids are asking. Your little kids are asking. What are they asking?
One of the kids asked me why they can't marry their brother.
Oh.
This is just the other day. I was like, well, you don't marry your brother. You marry somebody that you love that's not your family member, because that's illegal.
Yeah.
They were like, what? Definitely caught me off guard.
Little kids are so cute.
Well,
yeah.
Because, yes, you want to know why you can't marry your best friend or why you can't marry. Yeah.
Exactly.
Why can't I marry? It's
always cute when they, I love the memes on Facebook where it's like, the little kid wants to marry the little preschool classmate or whatever.
Yes.
And they make little wedding, what I'm saying, little rings and stuff. It's so cute anyway. So there you go. Asking the common questions kids ask. Number one, though, how to make a car. Come on. Being a kid, all you really wanted to do ever was drive. Come on. I mean, even as a kid,
I want to know when you're going to get there.
I know. Exactly. I think that was probably the number one thing you looked forward to being a kid. Like, I want to drive. I want to drive. And my friend Melanie Botts was driving at 11 down on the country road. I remember when she came driving up to see.
Pick you up?
She came up the river road. And
What was she driving? A
Pinto?
Pinto?
It was probably a Plymouth Volare or something like that from that time period. But I remember watching her. She lived down the country road, and I lived at the Oasis, and I could see down to the Bots place, and it was a river road, and I could see the headlights.
Did her mom and dad know she had the car?
Oh, absolutely. She was.
Oh my gosh.
She was driving at 11. Absolutely. This is in the middle of. This is on the Grand Ronde River in the middle of nowhere. No.
Well, you're lucky she didn't drive it into the river.
No, you could see her come up the river. She just came up the river road, and it was slow.
She pull out her pack of smokes.
you are. I wouldn't have been shocked, but you could just see the two headlights coming up from down the road when she came. I'm like, no way, she can't. And I'm 11. She's 11.
Wow.
And I'm like, man,
why didn't you get in and let a man drive?
Because I was 11. I wasn't allowed to drive at 11. She was allowed to drive at 11. So anyway, I know, it's pretty amazing. So there you go. More of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message. Or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. Make sure you have our free app for concert news, contests, and your favorite country everywhere you go.
7 KORD, 824, just ahead of 102 in a row, brought to you by Horn Rapids RV Sales and Service. You got Rick, you got Patty. All right, I think this has got to be a coincidence. It's probably one of the weirdest questions we've been asked, but hey, we're here to solve the issue, aren't we, Patty?
Yes. So Natalie says that she's dating a guy, and a friend told her that she is the third woman named Natalie that he's dated in the last 4 years.
Okay.
So she went through the Facebook history, and yeah, it's true. She goes, what's up with that?
Yeah, what is?
Is this a psychological thing? Do I need to worry about this? I don't want to make a big deal of it if it's not, but it's kind of creeping me out. Is this a real thing?
Yeah,
Natalie and Walla Walla.
When you think about it, it's like, what are the odds of that? Like,
What are the odds?
It is a coincidence, but what are the odds that is he really dating all Natalies? So what are people saying on Facebook here?
Well, Derek asks, does he have a name tattoo? And then Mary says maybe he just likes the name Natalie.
Yeah. Well, we were talking. I like the name Katie.
I
I like the name Katie.
You going to go out of your way to find a Katie?
No, but I like the name Katie. Kevin says it's easier to get your name right. He's playing it safe. You wouldn't want him to slip up and call you Stephanie or Sarah. You're overthinking this. That's from Kevin.
Yeah, coincidence most likely. If things are good, don't stress about it. It's trivial. That's from Diane.
Yvette says, hey, my ex was named Jeff. It was a popular name back then. Oh, and I also dated a couple Jeffs before I settled on that Jeff. So there you go. And you have a Jeff.
I do have a Jeff.
Yeah.
Natalie says, Natalie's a good name.
Michaela says it's kind of odd, but if there were red flags, I would run. But you said he's a good guy, so maybe it's just he just likes the name. Yeah. So yeah,
I think that's bonus. You know what I mean? If you happen to like somebody,
their name,
you like the name.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Yeah. I mean, the law of averages, though, it's kind of when you do read the story, like, man, the law of averages, but it does happen.
How important is a name when you're dating? Is it that big a deal?
Well, I know a friend of mine who was not going to marry a crapster. So I know we've talked about this before. His name was Brandon Crapster. And so she's like, I'm not going to be a crapster. And so she made him change his last name to her last name. So it's kind of so if I was Rick Crapster, and Megan met me, and she'd be like, "No, you're gonna take the Weimer last name." I'm sure I'd be Rick Weimer or whatever, but no, not Rick Crapster. What? His name is Crapster.
I know, but don't you want to carry on the family name?
Not when I don't know. You know, I don't know. No. I would probably have changed my name. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make fun of that, but I have no choice but to laugh about it. So his last name is her last name now. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying something wrong, but it's like, she's like, I will not be Crapster. So that's all. That's all I got to say about that. So we did our best. Natalie, we did our best to solve this for you. 547 KORD. App chat us what you would do in this situation. We want to know. Rick and Patty, KORD.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. #1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.